Hey everybody, welcome to the Armory. Today we've got a really simple task, something another astute viewer suggested with the 1903 A3 Pawn Shop Remington that I just purchased. And he said, and this is great advice, slug the bore to make sure it's a 30 caliber, since it was obviously labeled as a 303 British, and being a 1903 Springfield, that really does send up a lot of red flags. You don't want to just start throwing ammo in it and hoping for the best. So let's slug the bore on this thing today. Now, my little bench here where the camera is not big enough to show the whole process, but I'm going to try to walk this through in a nice easy way, so we don't hurt or damage anything. And this is a little trick that I picked up years ago, and I can't remember who it was that showed me, but whoever you are, thank you. These soft fishing weights, and these are really soft lead fishing weights, and the ones I've found are basically little bullet shaped sinkers that measure just larger than a 30 caliber. So let's look at this real quick, and what we've got is basically 355.355 of an inch. So this is going to be good for basically 7.62 30 caliber barrels up to probably in the range of 8 millimeter and around there. So let me show you. This is how I learned to slug the bores, and these work really good. These particular sinkers have like a little cup in the end of them, and that works really slick for doing this. But basically, take a little hammer, and this is a little hammer, and you basically want to tap this end of it into the muzzle end without actually hitting the crown of the rifle. Just nicely tap this just into the muzzle end of the rifle, and then go down to the hardware store and a 1/4 inch aluminum rod. I got this one just today because I couldn't find my old one. I probably used it for something else, which is always a possibility, but a little $5 aluminum rod, and it's 1/4 inch, so it's well beyond, it's perfect sized for a 30 caliber. Plus, being aluminum, it's not going to mar anything up. If it comes in contact with something, it shouldn't hurt anything in the rifle barrel. So once you get this snug into the muzzle end, just set this right on the end of it and just start slowly tapping the sinker through the barrel, and when it pops out into the chamber end, you can retrieve it and it'll give you a beautiful marking of what the inside of the barrel looks like. So let's get this going, and I'll try to show you what I can with my limited space here, and we'll get this done. Okay, you can see I just got the sinker started, and just real nice light taps with the hammer, and the little lead just gives way real easy. And this is super soft lead, so you're not hurting anything in the barrel. Obviously the steel is much stronger than the lead. So with it started in there, we're going to grab the aluminum rod and drive it all the way through, and I'll show you what it looks like on the other end. Alright, here we go. This is what came out. You can see, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but you can see really good the lands and grooves cut into the side of this little piece of lead just beautifully. So let's grab our handy little measuring tool. And we've got exactly 308. Oh, don't know what happened there. Yep. We've got exactly 308. So we know the barrel's a .30 caliber, which I pretty much suspected just by eyeballing. But with an unknown rifle, and obviously a not stock barrel in the rifle, this is a really good way to give you an idea of what you're working with. So that's a quick way to slug the barrel on a rifle, and that'll at least tell you what caliber it is. Next, we're going to check out basically what fits in the rifle. So the bolt face itself looks like a standard bolt face. The 30-06 is a parent cartridge for a whole lot of other cartridges, 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, 25-06, 35 Wheelan. There's a whole lot of cases that as a parent case came from the 30-06 case. So this bolt face should fit any one of the cases that the 30-06 is a parent to. So let's check this out. So right here I've got a 308, and we can see it clips in just as it should, and the rim fits the pocket and the head of the bolt for the rim. So we know it is correct for this rim size. From there, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be chambered in 308, just because that a big long action Springfield 308, kind of a waste of space. It can take a lot bigger cartridge, but let's grab a 30-06 round and see if a 30-06 round will chamber into the rifle. So let me grab a 30-06 round. Okay, here we've got a 30-06 case, and we're going to go ahead and chamber this in the rifle. So let's see. And the case chambers perfectly, and everything is fantastic. So this tells you that the barrel is a .30 caliber and the chamber accepts a 30-06 case, and the bolt face takes a standard 30-06 rim. So from there, I feel comfortable going ahead and loading 30-06 ammunition into the gun, because this basically, I'm not sure of any 30 calibers that are bigger than the 30-06 that maintain the 30-06 rim size. So even if it was like 300 Win Mag or 300 Rum or something like that, the rim size is much, much bigger than the 30-06 case. So the bolt face wouldn't be correct. So it's likely that this rifle is a 30-06. So when we go to the range, we're going to test it with some 30-06. Obviously, when you're testing a rifle like this, you only put one round in the rifle and test fire it. In case something goes wrong, you don't need more than one round for it to go wrong. So All right, that's how we slug the bore and figure out what cartridge this rifle is probably chambered in. And like I said, it's a 1903 Springfield. There's nothing obvious that would tell me it's anything other than a 30-06. So, yep, I think we're well on our way to concluding that this is a 30-06 rifle. So, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on another video. Bye.